Okay, good morning friend. We have to discuss last lecture we have to discuss about the steroid, and in its steroid we have to discuss about the 2 to 3 example. In this 2 to 3 example we have to know about the stereochemical aspect of the steroid. Okay, and then last example that is about this that is the one of the isomers of the 1,3-dimethyl cyclohexane is resolvable while the other is not. Explain. Means in this example we have to discuss, or then we have to explain the 1,3-dimethyl cyclohexane is a resolvable while the other is not. Explain. तर आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे की 1,3 cyclohexane हे रिझॉल्वेबल काय, तर याच्यामध्ये एक्झाम्पल आहे दॅट इज द 1,3 cyclohexane. therefore this is the 1,3 cyclohexane. 1,3 cyclohexane. therefore this 1,3 cyclohexane, it is shown in the chair form ring. It is shown in the chair form ring. therefore you have to also know that the 1,3 interaction 1,3 interaction. Okay, you have to very known about the 1,3-dimethyl cyclohexane. therefore it is shown into the chair form ring. In the chair form ring, therefore first position of the methyl group is axial, therefore third position of the methyl group is axial. therefore this 1,3 interaction shows, therefore it is 1,3 interaction shows the cis isomer. 1,3 interaction shows the cis isomer, or 1,3 interaction shows the equatorial position, or 1,3 interaction shows the equatorial position. therefore it is a cis isomer. therefore in the 1,3 interaction, therefore axial or equatorial shows the cis isomer. axial or the equatorial shows the cis isomers. Okay, in the 1,3 interaction. Okay, this is the first example in the cis isomer. therefore this cis isomer is a non-resolvable. Okay, then secondly, in this cis isomer you have to explain about this cis isomer. In the cis isomer, both the substitution position both are equatorial or the axial. In the cis isomer, therefore the substituents position are both are axial or both are equatorial. There is a plane of symmetry passing through an carbon atom. 2 and 5. म्हणजे एक प्रकारे काय की cis isomer it is a plane of symmetry compound. Into the 1,3 interaction. म्हणजे एक प्रकारे काय की in this cis isomer both the substituents are axial or both the substituents are equatorial, and it is passing through an carbon atom. These two position are passing through an carbon atom is 2, and this is the second position and this is the fifth position, such as first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. therefore this passing through an carbon atom 2 and 5. therefore these two position of the substituents and these two position of the substituents, therefore the carbon atom it is a passing through, and these 2 and 5 position मधून तुमची plane of symmetry काय होते, passing होते. therefore it is a non resolvable. therefore the cis 1,3 interaction 1,3-dimethyl cyclohexane it is a non resolvable compound. 1,3-dimethyl cyclohexane is non-resolvable compound. Why it is non-resolvable compound? Because in the cis isomer it shows both the axial or both the equatorial position shows the methyl group, and therefore it is a plane of symmetry, and this plane of symmetry it is passing through this plane of symmetry, it is passing through an carbon atom that is about the 2 and 5 position. 2 and 5 position. Therefore, it is non-resolvable. Therefore, it is non-resolvable. Okay. This is the cis isomer. Next is trans isomer. In the trans isomer, therefore this is the trans isomer, and that 6-member aromatic ring, it is a trans isomer, and this trans isomer shows in chair form. In the chair form, therefore third position of methyl group, it is shown in axial position, and therefore first position of methyl group shown in equatorial position. Therefore it is also the first position of methyl group shown in axial position, and the third position of methyl group shown in equatorial position. Okay. Therefore the trans 1,3-dimethyl cyclohexane is no plane of symmetry. Trans 1,3-dimethyl cyclohexane, no plane of symmetry, hence it is resolvable. Hence it is resolvable means in this trans 1,3-dimethyl cyclohexane, therefore it does not show the plane of symmetry. Therefore it does not show the plane of symmetry. Therefore it is a resolvable compound. Therefore it is a resolvable compound. Okay. Therefore it is a resolvable compound, and this is the explanation of this question. This is all about the explanation of this question. Therefore the trans isomer, it is a resolvable. Trans isomer, it is a resolvable into 1,3-dimethyl cyclohexane, into 1,3-dimethyl cyclohexane, and the cis isomer, it is a non-resolvable into the 1,3-dimethyl cyclohexane. Why the cis isomer it is non-resolvable? Because its the position of the methyl group is 1,3 interaction, and both are axial equatorial, and there is a plane of symmetry. There is a plane of symmetry, and it is passing through an 2 and 5 position. It is passing through an 2 and 5 position. Therefore it is a non-resolvable. And in the trans isomer, therefore it is a no plane of symmetry. It is no plane of symmetry. Therefore it is a resolvable. Therefore it is a resolvable. Okay, this is the explanation of this question. Okay, second question on this steroid compound, such as this is your compound. Okay, this is your compound. This is the example of the epoxidation of the steroid. हे कशाचं example आहे? Epoxidation of steroid. Okay, look at this example. This example it is shown in chair form ring. This example it is shown in chair form ring. In the chair form ring, therefore it is treated with the per acid. It is treated with per acid, and it is formation of alpha epoxide. It is formation of alpha epoxide. Therefore explanation of this example, आता explanation part या example चं काय की beta phase is screened by angular CH3 group. Beta phase means what? कि upper side is a beta phase and lower side is a alpha phase. Therefore this beta phase, it is shows the angular methyl group. Beta phase, therefore it is a beta phase, and this is the alpha phase. Okay, upper side attack of the methyl group, therefore upper side of the OH group, hydroxy group is attached on the upper side, therefore it is a beta phase, and therefore ground side is attached of the hydroxy group, therefore it is a alpha phase. In this example, therefore the beta phase is screened by angular methyl group, means this beta phase is screened by this angular methyl group, and hence per acid attack from alpha side. Hence per acid is attack on alpha side, therefore it is formation of alpha epoxide. Therefore it is a formation of alpha epoxide. Okay, this is the example on the epoxidation of steroid. Okay, पुन्हा सांगतोय एक्झाम्पल कशा पद्धतीने की या एक्झाम्पल मध्ये याला चेअर फॉर्म रिंग मध्ये कन्वर्ट केल्यानंतर आपल्याला काय सांगितलंय की बीटा इज स्क्रीन बाय अँग्युलर मिथिल ग्रुप. म्हणजे तुमचा जो बीटा फेस आहे तो बीटा फेस कशामध्ये अँग्युलर मिथिल ग्रुप्स मध्ये. ओके, अँग्युलर मिथिल ग्रुप मुळे काय होतं की इट इज अ स्टेरिक क्राउडिंग. इट इज अ स्टेरिक क्राउडिंग म्हणजे एक प्रकारची स्टेरिक क्राउडिंग काय होते तयार होते. जर तुम्ही अप्पर साइडने हायड्रॉक्सी ग्रुप जर अटॅच जर केला तर एक प्रकारची काय होते स्टेरिक क्राउडिंग तयार होते. त्यामुळे अल्फा फेजने आपण काय करतो हायड्रॉक्सी ग्रुप अटॅक करतो आणि काय तयार होतं तुम्हाला अल्फा इपॉक्साइड. Okay, this is the second example in the epoxidation of the steroid. Okay, next point that is about the bridge system. आता next point काय आहे bridge system. Bridge system ला आपण काय म्हणतो bridge ring. Okay, in this bridge ring therefore the ring having the two carbon atom, ring having the two carbon atom in the common is in कॉमन. म्हणजे एक प्रकारे काय की तुमच्या ब्रिज रिंग मध्ये जर दोन कार्बन ॲटम कॉमन असेल तर त्याला काय म्हणतो आपण ब्रिज रिंग कॉल्ड ॲज दी ब्रिज रिंग. ओके, दिस इज द नॉट बॉर्नेट स्ट्रक्चर. दिस इज दी नॉट बॉर्नेट स्ट्रक्चर. आता यू हॅव टू ऑल्सो दी नॉमेनक्लेचर. यू हॅव टू नो अबाउट दी नॉमेनक्लेचर discussed in the first lecture such as the bicyclospiro, then the bicyclospiro. Therefore you have to also know we have to discuss the four type of fuse ring system. म्हणजे फ्यूज रिंग सिस्टम चे आपण चार टाइप पाहिले. कशाचे नॉमेनक्लेचर चे. फर्स्ट इज रिंग हॅविंग दी नो कार्बन एटम इज कॉमन. सेकंड इज रिंग हॅविंग दी वन कार्बन एटम इज कॉमन. therefore it is called as the spiro compound. therefore the ring having the two common carbon atom, therefore it is called as the bicyclocarbon atom. therefore the ring having the two or more carbon atom, therefore it is called as the non-bonded structures. Okay, therefore the example of the bridge system चा आपल्याला काय पाहिजे example. आता you have to also know about these examples such as firstly you have to prefix this example. तुमच्या तो जो कंपाऊंड दिलाय तर त्या कंपाऊंडला पहिल्यांदा काय करायचं प्रिफिक्स ने शो करायचं. दॅट द प्रिफिक्स इज बायसायक्लो. प्रिफिक्स काय तुमचा बायसायक्लो. या कंपाऊंडचा प्रिफिक्स काय बायसायक्लो. देन ब्रिज कार्बन एटम. देन दी ब्रिज कार्बन एटम. आता या कंपाऊंड मध्ये किती ब्रिज कार्बन एटम आहे तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना माहिती. किती असणार आहे लेफ्ट साइडचे 2, राइट साइडचे 2 आणि अप्पर साइडचा 1. तर या पद्धतीने काय येणार ब्रिज सिस्टम 2.2.1 2.2.1. then total number of carbon atom. therefore this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. You have to know about this. 7 carbon is a heptane. Okay, 7 carbon is heptane. therefore it is a heptane. Okay, the nomenclature of this compound such as the bicyclo 221 heptane. Okay, next example nomenclature is firstly you have to also know about the first prefix of this ring, that is about the bicyclo. Why it is bicyclo? Because in this ring therefore two or more carbon atom in the bridge carbon. 2 or more carbon atom is common. therefore it is a show the prefix such as bicyclo. Then the bridge ring system. then the bridge carbon into the ring. तुमच्या रिंग मध्ये किती ब्रिज कार्बन. therefore it is a 2 bridge carbon. therefore upper it is also the 2 bridge carbon. therefore this bridge carbon it is shown in bracket such as 2.2.2. okay, then total number of carbon atom. such as this is the first position, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. okay, then 7 and 8. 8 means it is a octet. okay, therefore you have to also know about the octet means it is a number of carbon atom is 8. number of carbon atom किती 8. therefore its prefix is octane. त्याचा prefix काय येणार आहे octane. therefore it is a nomenclature of this compound. okay, next is this is the finite structure. This is the finite structure. You have to also discuss in the first lecture of the nomenclature. Okay, very simple nomenclature of these. Therefore, the three substituents are added on the carbon atom. Three substituents are added into the carbon atom. Therefore, you have to also know about the substituents are attached this ring. Substituents are attached this ring. Therefore, you have to start it with the substituent. You have to start it with the substituents. Okay. Therefore, it is the first position. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and 7. Okay. Therefore, the 177 trimethyl 177 trimethyl. Therefore, your ring is bicyclo. Your ring is bicyclo. Okay, rings prefix is bicyclo. Then the bridge carbon of this compound, such as therefore bridge carbon of this compound, such as that is about how many bridge carbon atom in this. Okay, therefore this is the 2 bridge carbon atom. Okay, 2. Therefore it is 2 bridge carbon atoms. Therefore it is also 2 bridge carbon atom. Sorry, this 1, 2, and 3. Therefore it is 1, 2, 3. Okay, these 3 bridge carbon atoms. Okay, then this is the 2 bridge carbon atom. This is 2 bridge carbon atom, and this is the 1 bridge carbon atom. This is 1 bridge carbon atom. Okay, therefore the total number of carbon atom into this compound, such as therefore it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, 10 means it is a no name. 10 means it is a no name. Okay, this is the nomenclature of this compound. Okay, next is the Nor-Bornene. This is the Nor-Bornene structure. Nor-Bornene and the bicyclo 2,2-octane are prepared by the Diels-Alder reaction. Is starting with the cyclopentadiene and the 1,3-cyclohexadiene. Okay, you have to also know about the Nor-Bornene structure and the bicyclo 2,2-octane. This structure it is prepared by the Diels-Alder reaction. This structure it is prepared by the Diels-Alder reaction. The starting compounds such as the cyclopentadiene or the 1,3-cyclohexadiene Therefore, this is the cyclopentadiene. It is treated with the alkene compound to formation of this adduct, and then it is treated with the S2 catalyst, and S2 catalyst it is a formation of endo product. It is formation of endo product. तर आपल्याला काय फॉर्म होतो? एंडो प्रोडक्ट काय होतो? फॉर्म होतो. This endo product. Okay, how to form this endo product? Therefore, this Nor-Bornene and the bicyclo 2,2-octane is prepared by these two compound. It is prepared by Diels-Alder reaction. Is starting with the cyclopentadiene and the 1,3-cyclohexadienes. Therefore, the starting compound such as the cyclopentadiene it is treated with the alkene compound, and this alkene compound it is formation of this adduct in presence of S2 catalyst to formation of this endo product. Okay, therefore the equation of the example of Diels-Alder reaction is a predominantly endo product. Means this example it shows the Diels-Alder reaction it is a predominant to endo product. म्हणजे endo product ला predominant करण्याचे काम या example मध्ये कोणती reaction करते? Diels-Alder reaction. Okay, the Alder rule is rationalized on the basis of endo addition involve the maximum overlap of the pi electron. Means the Alder rules means what? In this Diels-Alder reaction, therefore it is shows the Alder rule. This Alder rule is rationalized on the basis of this is the endo addition. This is the endo addition. This endo addition it involve the maximum overlap of the पाय इलेक्ट्रॉन, म्हणजे एक प्रकारे काय की तुमच्या ओव्हरलॅप पाय इलेक्ट्रॉनचा जो ओव्हरलॅप आहे तो ओव्हरलॅप कसा होतो, मॅक्झिमम होतो. ओके, देअरफॉर इट इज ऑल अबाउट दी ब्रीथ सिस्टम. Therefore, it is all about the breath system. Okay, next time we discuss the bicyclo 2 to 1 nonent system. Okay, thank you.